Hello, I'm Jen. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you are returning. I do appreciate all the support. I hope this message finds you doing fantastic. Okay? It's going to be a general reading. Keep that in mind as you're listening. If it makes sense for you, it probably is for you. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably not for you. Remember, timing's not linear. It's wibbly wobbly. And you're responsible for all your own choices, so use your discernment before making a choice, okay? Check out the box below the video to connect with me on Facebook, email me with any questions, or purchase the Oracle decks I designed. This is the FeralSpirit Oracle deck, and this is the FeralSpirit Soul Care deck. All right, got Palo Santo to clear out the energy because I just came out of a reading. The intuitive message for these ones are sometimes we just aren't listening. And I don't know, that's just something I heard, ironically enough. 8:43 p.m. Michigan time on May 25th, 2026. Alright, let's go ahead and say a little prayer. That last reading was very interesting. I might upload that before other ones. It feels like I should, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It was juicy. Something about a whistleblower. Just entertaining. Alright, thank you, the Most High God, Holy Mother, Holy Father. Thank you for this divine clarity and this divine guidance. Thank you for helping us grow in love, wisdom, and understanding of you, but also each other and ourselves. Thank you, God. Alright, what's the message for the viewer? What do we need to know? I feel like a few more. Okay. So this one's sideways. This means right now, you have an active mind and a keen imagination. 19, 4, 10, 8, 6, and 28. What are you doing, buddy? It feels like you're coming up with something. My right leg just started tingling. So something here about some feminine standing your ground or some feminine energy being just grounded, okay? Although a good friend is far away, you will remain close. 4, 12, 17, 26, 62, and 53. This one's reversed. There is nothing like you, there was nothing like you, and there shall be nothing like you. Somebody's got a doppelganger. Dang them doppelgangers. Trust is the union of intelligence and integrity, and this one's reversed. This may be lying. It's untrustworthy. Somebody, I feel like their viewer years and energy here of, did I make that up? Am I imagining things? And I feel like this has something to do with like a mutual friend between you and another friend. Maybe you and someone else you're close to, but there's like somebody here who's like, huh? Am I imagining that? It's like 6 degrees of separation, 3 degrees from the truth. Okay? I don't know. Let's go ahead and get some clues. What are the clues for this reading? Thank you, God. What are the clues for this reading? Z, first name, middle name, last name, initial. Eyeglasses. Somebody can wear glasses or they could be seeing something very clearly here. It's like, reet. Like somebody like rubbing their eyes. December. Y in December. Sorry, I'm still laughing. Something here about Yahtzee. Somebody could be playing games or somebody thinks someone's playing games. Tuesday. Hat. These all came out. Hat. Somebody could wear a hat, wear many hats, or something about your crown chakra. We have a hidden enemy. We have F. We have D. Monday. Just shuffle all this. Somebody, I feel like, is playing games, and they're trying to line up everything just the way they need it to be in order to make their next move. This could have something to do with the Sagittarius, someone's principles, something about work, Capricorn energy, something about the fire department. Also here, I feel like there's something about Florida. I keep getting Florida. Somebody's a Floridian that visits these readings, or at least the last two there. Yeah, something here about a fire department. One more for this. Q. Something here about questions. Heard Queensboro. Something about Queens, New York, and Queensboro. What is that? Australia? New Zealand? Queensboro. I don't know. Something about Queensboro. Magic and miracles come. I think that's because somebody's manipulating something here. All right, what are the clues? Thank you, God. Could be a friend. Yeah, this somebody could be manipulating your friend, or your friend cannot be your friend. I don't know. Something here about Taurus or Aries. No, Taurus or Gemini. Somebody's playing games. Something here about a fire. The fire. Somebody could work for the fire department. Okay. This could, you know, somebody maybe didn't see something. I heard the silent killer. I don't know. That could be smoke. Carbon monoxide. Please check your carbon monoxide detectors, or something here about carbon monoxide. Be careful. Check everything. With all that things. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just, you know, I'd rather say something, than not say something. Something here about Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. What is it? 9 out of 10 forest fires could have been prevented. I think I read that somewhere. The local paper. Alright, I want to, you know, it's really bugging me about this hidden enemy. What about this hidden enemy? That came back out. Okay, so they're manipulating. Something about SV, special victim, or playing the victim. They could be manipulating a situation here. We'll get farther on that. Alright, what are some more clues for this reading? Thank you, God. I'm hearing Fran. Something about darting. Zeke. Something about the time is now. Somebody is coming from a heart space. Okay, maybe they're giving you some outside perspective, some advice. This is giving me that friend energy. This is like you're talking to a friend about a mutual friend. You're like, hey, what do you mean? It's kind of giving me like that, like, sudden reward. Yeah, that crown chakra energy. Okay, so somebody here is trusting their intuition. Okay, they like, God's talking to me. I am going to listen. Okay? And they're recognizing that, like, right now I got to say something. And I feel like, okay, you're going to get rewarded for this. What does that mean, right? You got to live a few more minutes, or, you know, maybe get some money, or something just goes in your favor. Okay? God shows you favor. And to me, that's a sudden reward, all right? Especially it's when your intuition's confirmed. You're like, that's all I needed. Something about validation here. Somebody's validating someone. I feel like somebody's super manipulative in a situation, and somebody is trying to keep their cool, keep their head. All right, ground is coming out. I feel like there's an energy here of someone who's really healthy too. Like they're loving, they're a healthy person, they're grounded. It could definitely be somebody you're connected to. Two shapes and colors, alternate play, matching game. So somebody's trying to play a game. So I feel like maybe, viewer, you figure out who's playing a game, or somebody here figures out someone else is playing a game, and they're like, oh, I'm changing the rules. Oh, if we're doing that, be my pleasure. Okay? Yeah. 10, this is closing out a cycle. I also feel like somebody's got a lot of help doing that. The lightning bugs on this card, oh yeah, the lightning bugs on this card is giving me like network energy. Like somebody has a network of help here. They have a network of friends. And the grapevine I just heard, okay? The 2 ways on the bottom. So somebody's sending something back out. And it's almost like clearing the line. It's almost like, you know, you send some smudge, something about smoke down. Well, now we're going to send some water through it, okay? And just clear out the line. Okay, tree. Yeah, this is giving me network energy, like connection. Personal growth, path connection, grounded, growth, tree, spirituality, health. Somebody can be really into nature too. Somebody totally like work for trees, or something here about forest fire. Please be careful if you're out and about camping and stuff, guys. Be responsible with your fire. That's a whole thing to unpack there. About fire of your words, okay? It's remind me of a sermon I was listening to on the letter. There's a sermon I was listening to on the radio this past weekend, okay? About how, you know, your words can spark fire, and that one spark can be carried a mile long, so be careful with your words, right? So, anyways, there's something here about a social network. And I feel like somebody sends some healing stuff through the grapevine instead of some disease or some, you know, pestilence. deeper than it looks, folks. Always is. You know, on the surface we see like somebody coming around with some gossip, and we see like, you know, just people being petty and being spiteful. And then, you know, it's deeper than that though. You know, it's a spiritual thing, okay? These are spiritual energies we're dealing with. We have dog coming out. Just thanking God, okay? Anyways, so loyalty, friendship, a follower, devotion, support, and obedience, all right? So yeah, I feel like somebody here is a really helpful friend. That did come out sideways. So I feel like right now the sudden reward is somebody standing up for another person. Oh, heart on the bottom. I'm like, why do I feel so much love? Because yeah, that's why. Because forgiveness, love, amicability, romance, charity, soft reconciliation. Yeah, somebody is trying to help here. They're changing up the rules of the game. They're trying to be very beneficial to another energy here. So maybe it's that, even though, you know, there's somebody's going to take a trip to go see their friend that's far away, okay? Even though your friend is far away, you will remain close. Somebody is going to go see their friend. I feel like you haven't seen this friend in a while. I feel like you're clearing the air for this friend. You are paving the way with good intentions here. I feel like there's a middle friend that was trying to downplay or play games with, or like doppelganger, you know, like copycat, like try to be like someone else in your life. And it's that person can't take this other person's place, okay? It's like close, but not quite the same. Not the same vibe. Anything else the viewer needs to know about this? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. This could be a dude, masculine energy, or a male presenting person, you or another involved in this. Accidents, danger, warning, speed, reckoning, hasty decisions, Skype. Okay? Not Skype. Something about Skype. Skype. Right? Yeah. I feel like you are trusting your gut on this. You already knew who was involved. You already knew that this was going on. It's like finally you just got sick of it. And you're like, you know what? Actually, that person is a friend of mine. They haven't done anything wrong to me. It could be a Leo. Let's see who we got here. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Leo, Gemini, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. Yeah. I feel like, yeah, Scorpio, Libra. That 10, 10, 10. Wow, there's 3 10s. This is done. You don't have to deal with this anymore. Somebody's calling it out. Yeah, I feel like somebody's standing up for their friend here that's not there. They want to go see this friend now because of all the crap talk, you know? It's like, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go see them because I miss them. And you can't be them. Like, no matter how much I try to make this happen, you're not them. You're not that person, right? You're not that friend to me. So this is a card of destroyer. So sabotage, endings, cruel, and vindictive. Yeah, somebody's standing up for another person, and they're pointing out, I feel like, as well, like, you're trying to sabotage that person, and that person's actually really close to me. They're actually like almost like family. So, yeah. Rude awakening, I just heard. Shadow Mother. This is reversed. Okay, 19, 91, and 10. That's 4 10s. This is done. This is the end of a relationship, too. Maybe with a mother or mother-like figure. I feel like somebody here was trying to say someone was distant or cold or martyr. Someone's closing the gap on this one. Okay, so it's like, no, actually, they're very loving. They're very kind, and I need to go see them. There is somebody here going to go see their friend, but it's deeper than that. It's much deeper than that. They're realizing, like, that friend is actually a little bit more than a friend. I feel like this is kind of where I'm going with this. Oh my gosh. And it took somebody trying to play with that friendship. Wow, we got 44, 22. Somebody could be an Aries here. Something here, again, about a Leo. Something energy coming back around as well. Yeah, I feel like there's an ending here. Somebody's ending a friendship because they're like, you know what, actually, you're not cool, and they are. Yeah. And I feel like, viewer, there's an outside perspective here that's helping. So just so, like, you're like, I'm not crazy, am I? And it's like, no, like, actually, it needs to be over. Omega, it's the end, you know? Like, it's the end. You need to end that because that's not healthy. All right, what else do we need to know? Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. Throat. Yeah, okay, so somebody wasn't saying something, but I think they're going to say something now because they've seen something. Scorpio. Healing, transformation, joint possessions, 8th house, Pluto. Yeah, that's giving me that vibes of somebody protecting another person. Where's the soul missing? And instructions. Yeah, okay, so somebody's like, why Do I feel so protective? Because you're the boss, baby. Alpha. Alright, you need to take charge of the situation. I think you will as well. I very much feel like, you know, you weren't saying something, but now you're going to say something. And it's because, like, that person's, it's almost like, you know, they put the effort in when I needed them to, and I need to put the effort in, and it's just giving me the vibe of, like, just somebody standing up for another person that's not there to defend themselves. And I feel like what's really shocking some people here is, there's an outside perspective where it's like, oh, they're kind of like, you didn't know they were that close, did ya? Like, that type of vibe as well here, where it's like, somebody just never said how they knew another person, or they didn't say the depth of which they knew another person. And actually, I feel like somebody here is a very close friend of another person. Like, there is lots of love. I feel like they just kind of is like two people just lifing, and when they need to, they connect. Okay, I have a friend like that. I consider him very much a brother. I love the man. He's a great guy. He's always there when I need him. He's a phone call away. I do not talk to that man every day, though. Okay? We talk to each other when we need to. So, he knows who he is. He's a Libra. He knows who he is. So, I adore him. Anyways, he's a good brother. I'm grateful for him to have entered into my life. But yeah, it's kind of that energy was like, we don't live close to each other, but if I heard his name come up in a mutual circle, yeah, I'd be a dog about that. I'd be like, excuse me? Who are you talking about? Better watch your mouth. Yeah, that kind of friendship. So, yeah, I feel like there's also some indication here of traveling. I feel like there's a trip being planned, or somebody's going to go see somebody. Yeah, and Empress, Taurus energy. So, I feel like, yeah, somebody it very much is like, don't be disrespectful. You better watch your mouth. Oh, what does the viewer need to know about this energy? Thank you, God. There is somebody here who's like, check yourself before you wreck yourself. We're not friends. I'm friends with them. They're part of, you know, my tribe, whatever. Better watch your mouth. That person is dear to me. Wrong way. Queen of Cups. I love that person. That person, no. Do not disrespect that person. This is giving me, like, don't you dare. You know what? You can go right now. Like, that kind of energy. Like, you know what? You don't know shit. Get out of my face. Get out of my sight. Beat it. 8 of Wands, yeah. Somebody keeps thinking about someone else, too. I feel like they keep thinking about somebody that's a friend, right? Close friend. They're a friend. But they're at a distance. I also feel like they kind of get trapped in their head about their feelings for this friend. Buddy. Like, come on. Oh, they're going to go see their friend. 5 of Coins. Yeah. I gotta put this to rest. 4 Swords on the bottom. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about you. What is going on here? Somebody's taking charge of a connection, a friendship, but it's like, it's deeper than that. Yeah, there's somebody coming to see you. You might get an unexpected visit here. We got Aries, we got Taurus strong, we got Cancer, we got Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn. All right, this is making this is Aries as well. Aries, it's making my heart so happy here because this is like a solid freaking person who I think could potentially be in love. Okay, with another person here. Yeah, I feel like there's a dude that's ending something. They're closing the gap. Okay, there's somebody's taking action here. They're taking charge. All right, where's the viewer on this energy? Thank you, God. Hey. Can I come stay a few nights? That kind of vibe, okay? We have Scorpio energy. Somebody's reaching out with their feelings. They're wearing their heart on their sleeve. Viewer, you want to hang out. You want to hang out with your friend who you really love. It could be your mom. It could be an aunt. No, this is... Yes. I got a passion in my pants and afraid to show it. It's not about I'm sexy and to know it. Yeah, King of Wands. Scorpio, Cancer, and Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, somebody here is like, nope, I'm taking charge. I'm going to go over here. I feel like there's a lot of feelings. Somebody could be ending something here with a water sign, or a Taurus, or a Gemini. Okay? Or Leo. There's some who here. who are you talking about? And there's something here as well where it's like somebody isn't unloving. They're just, they're out in the cold, right? There's a distance here. I feel like this is gonna be like when you're in you know, grade school and your friend lived down the road, but you couldn't go see them unless, you know, your parents made sure that you like got there safely. It's kind of like that, but your parents are God, okay? And you might live states away. So yeah, I feel like this is like somebody, you might just get an unexpected friend visiting you. Okay, what is the hidden enemy here? Yeah, I haven't forgotten. We're going to figure out what that is. Here's this hidden enemy for the viewer. Think you got. Could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This could be somebody that might have been doing witchcraft, spellcraft, poor intentions, bad intentions, manipulating situation. This could also be somebody who you were sleeping with or another person was sleeping with. Okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who took some action. This is almost giving me like gossip energy, like whispers. So they hear about denying something, or they got you stuck. They gave you some sort of information that was disappointing and it got you stuck. That is how you will know who this is. Oh, and you left them behind. Travel. You literally like are leaving them behind to go to see your friend. Like literally you're like, deuces, like figure it out. I ain't your ride, friend. Guess what? I could fit 4 people in here, but you're not one of them. Call a cab. Here's a nickel. Call someone who cares. 5 of Swords. Yeah, no, we're not doing this. That's a problem. There is a harmonious connection here, though. Yeah, with someone who's solid, stable, they're generous, they've invested in you, even when it's been challenging and you've been an emotional herd nutcase, they invested in you still. They're like, this is okay. I know you're crazy. I know you don't tell me how you feel. You are still loved. That's the kind of friend you have, dude. Yeah, you've been thinking about something that happened in the past, a judgment call you made. Oh, something you might have said, or a message. I feel like something, I started getting anxious. You're going to go tell someone you love them. Yeah, you are. You're going to be like, we need to be together. I can't take it anymore. 4 of Wands. Oh my God, I'm sweating bullets over here. This is a confession of love. You left someone literally on the side of the road, I feel like, and you're going to go see this friend. Bless, yeah. Very brave. I feel like it's going to be well received. It's going to be well received. Yeah, it's going to be well received. The Hermit reverse. I feel like somebody didn't see something coming. No! There's one person here who's like, I thought we were friends. Oh, you like me like that? And I mean, yes, friendship is the foundation of, if you want a long-lasting relationship, you got to be friends with somebody. You got to be able to be their friend. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you're 90, I mean, I hope you're still able to have, you know, certain relations with one another when you're 90. I hope that for you. But let's be honest, when you're 90, you're just happy to hold hands and kiss each other and have conversation. That's your friend. Okay? Yeah, I feel like somebody's going to be really surprised here. They didn't see something. And also, oh yeah, they didn't see something. They didn't see how cold you could be. I feel like, okay, so as well, I heard calculating. Like I said, somebody's playing a game here. And somebody's like, oh, then I'm changing the rules. I know a guy like this. Okay. I wouldn't consider him a friend. He's not an enemy, but like, I wouldn't say I know him even to this day because it's been a few years. It's been quite a few years. But yeah, this is somebody who's like, oh, I'll leave you on the side of the road. I'm going to go this way. But I'm going to change the rules of the game. Okay, this is somebody who's like, oh, we're playing a game, are we? All right, I'm going to make up my own rules. House rules. So yeah, somebody here, I feel like they don't want to be alone anymore. They didn't see something. They thought about something. And the outcome here is, yeah, they're going for it. I can't even. That's a King and a Queen of Swords, guys. And there's the King and the Queen of Cups, okay? So yeah, this is somebody who's like, I know how they are. This is somebody who knows how you are. You know how someone is. You're like, she gets a little swordsy. Or they get a little swordsy and they kind of get defensive, and I know that. And this person's probably going to have some stuff to say. But that's okay. Okay, I can make it work. Temperance energy. It's all right. I know how to talk to her, or I know how to talk to him. Okay, that kind of vibe. Yeah, somebody's gonna say something, and the other person I feel like is gonna be like, "Oh, it's like that. Oh, well done." Somebody has deeper feelings here than they let on. Somebody also recognizes someone's value and worth here, and they know that they can't play, right? The King of Wands is coming. It's like this King of Swords is like, no, I have to be very logical and creative. Like, I have to intertwine creativity and logic here, you know? And there's like, you know, this intelligence and integrity. It's like somebody, like I said, they just coming from a situation where they found out there was a lie, manipulation, something there about that. And they're like, yeah, I got to be smart about this. I've got to keep a commitment. I have to keep the faith. I have to stick to, you know, traditions. Traditions. That's the King of Pentacles, guys. That's a partner. So, yeah. I feel like somebody is now moving something forward that was moving slowly, but now they're gonna pick up the pace here. All right, I'm going to pull one more because this is a quick one, 26 minutes. Anything else the viewer needs to know about this energy? Two of Pentacles, King of Cups. Yeah, it's like no matter how much you try to get away from your feelings about this person and you try to weigh up like practical versus reality, you know, like what's the potential versus what it actually is. And it's like, I still have feelings. That's what it is. I have to decide what to do here. They're single. I'm single. We should get together. Yep, somebody's going to hang out here. You know, and this could be even, it feels romantic, but even, okay, if you take away the romantic aspect of this is still a friend who has your back. This is a friend who loves you very much. This is somebody who's very nurturing. They know how you are. They know how crazy you are. They know how bossy you can get, okay? But there's somebody here, you know, if you take away the romantic aspect, they love you very much, and they defend you when you're not around. Pivotal, folks. Pivotal. I've had my own blood relations not defend me in the same room that I wasn't even in. Like, so, if you got somebody in your corner like this, keep them. I feel like they don't live by you. Whatever that means. They can be down the road. I don't know. But it feels like you guys are very close friends. And there's a lot of love here. I can't get away from it, though, that like it's a little deeper than you thought. It's a little deeper than they thought. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag. There's a lot of Cancer and Scorpio energy. Taurus. Aquarius, Libra, Virgo, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, there's a water sign, air, fire. Ooh, excuse me. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. I hope this was helpful. If nothing else, entertaining, and many, many blessings till we talk again.